let's get back to our conversation. What's a lessons you've learned? You've learned the hard way. At first glance, this might seem like a heavy question, but it's one that can lead to some of the most meaningful conversations you'll ever have. Why is this question so powerful? Because it invites her to share a part of her story that shaped who she is today. It shows her that you're not afraid to go beyond the surface and that you value depth and authenticity in your connections. When you ask this, be prepared for her to take a moment to think. It's not something people are often asked, and that's exactly why it stands out. Her answer might be about overcoming challenges, learning to let go, or discovering her own strength. Whatever it is, it's an opportunity for her to open up and for you to listen with genuine interest. For example, a friend of mine once asked this question on a second date, and the woman shared a story about starting over after a failed business. She talked about how it taught her resilience and the importance of trusting herself. That moment of honesty created a bond that made their relationship stronger from the start. The key here is to listen without judgment. Simply be present and supportive, and don't give her advice unless she asks for it. By showing her that she can trust you, you'll build a relationship that lasts. Talks about a lot more than the case you chat ever could. 5. What's something you've always wanted to learn? Isn't just about hobbies or skills. It's also about growth and dreams. By asking her, you show that you're interested in who she is and who she wants to become. It's a way to find out more about her goals without making it feel like an interview. For example, she might say that she's always wanted to learn how to play the piano, speak a new language, or even cook. These answers show you what interests her and where her passions lie. They also give you a chance to connect with her through shared interests or encourage her to follow her dreams. A friend once told me he asked this question on a date, and the woman mentioned she'd always wanted to try rock climbing but didn't know where to start. He followed up by suggesting a beginner class they could take together. That one moment of shared enthusiasm became a highlight of their early connection. When you ask this, remember to listen actively and ask follow-up questions, show genuine curiosity, and you'll not only make her feel valued, but also create a space where she feels comfortable sharing her dreams. And who knows, you might even inspire her to take that first step towards something she's always wanted to do. 6. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? This question is more than just fun. It reveals so much about her values, personality, and what she envisioned for her ideal life, whether it's a bustling city like New York or a quiet villa in Tuscany. Her answer would tell you what kind of environment makes her feel most alive and inspired. For example, if she says Paris, it might show her romantic and adventurous side. If she dreams of shared dreams living by the beach, it could reflect her love for nature and a laid-back lifestyle. Each answer opens up an opportunity to connect on shared dreams and explore what matters most to her. Someone asked this question on a casual coffee date, and the woman lit up as she talked about her dream of living in Tokyo. The chat about culture, food, and travel became very interesting, and by the end, they became close because they both loved seeing new places. When you ask her this, don't just take her answer at face value. Dig deeper and ask her why she chose that place or what excites her about it. Showing that you're interested in her dreams will not only impress her, but it will also help you connect with her in a way that feels natural and effortless. As a thank you for sticking with us, here's a bonus question that will definitely stick with you. What's something you're proud of that you did recently? This question is unique because it gives her a chance to think about what she's done well and feel valued. Most people don't get the chance to share their successes in a way that doesn't come across as bragging. By asking her this, you're not only showing that you care about her accomplishments, but also creating a positive, uplifting energy in the conversation. She might be proud of finishing a difficult project at work, helping a friend through a tough time, or even reaching a personal milestone like running her first 5K. Whatever it is, her answer will tell you what she values and what drives her. The key is to listen with genuine interest and celebrate her success. If you made it this far, please leave a comment below with, "Now that you're back on our channel, please ask women these 6 questions. They will be pleased." A talk that felt forced, awkward, or just plain boring. You want to connect with someone more deeply, but the words don't come out right, and before you know it, the moment is over. If this sounds like you, don't worry, it's not your fault. The kinds of questions that lead to deep, memorable talks are something that most people never learn. This video changes everything. By the end of our time together, you'll have 6 smart, thought-provoking questions that will not only make you stand out, but also really interest her. These aren't your average questions. These aren't "what's your favorite color?" questions. They're meant to show her that you're interested, thoughtful, and someone she should know. How often do we get the chance to really impress someone by asking the right question? This is your chance to make an impression that will last long after the talk is over, and trust me, she will remember it. You'll find it easier and more fun to connect on a deeper level once you know how to ask these questions. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real, useful tips on how to handle the complicated parts of love and relationships. Tell me about yourself. What's your story? This is such an easy question, but it means so much. When you ask a woman this, you're giving her a chance to talk about what's really important to her and showing her that you're interested in who she is beyond the surface level of conversation. People usually ask standard questions like, "What do you do for a living?" or "Where are you from?" But if you ask, "What's your story?" you let her talk about whatever's important to her without limiting her to a specific topic. It's open-ended, thoughtful, and disarming in the best way possible. But here's the thing, when you ask this question, don't just listen to respond. Really pay attention to her words, tone, and emotion. This isn't about waiting your turn to talk. It's about making a connection. And trust me, she'll notice the difference. A friend of mine once started a first date with this exact question, and it turned into a deep, meaningful conversation about her journey from working a 9-to-5 to starting her own business. That simple question opened the door to a connection they still talk about today. 2, what's something you're passionate about that most people don't know? Why is this so powerful? Because it's unexpected, and it takes the conversation beyond the surface. It invites her to share a part of herself that she might not usually talk about, something unique and personal. Most people stick to safe, predictable topics, but by asking this, you're diving straight into what makes her tick. And passion is contagious when she talks about something she loves. You'll notice her energy shift. Her eyes might light up. Her voice might become more animated, and that excitement she'll associate it with. You, for example, imagine she shares that she's passionate about painting, but she's never had the confidence to show her work publicly. Now you've opened up a window into her dreams, her vulnerabilities, and what motivates her. What's on your bucket list? That's a deeper connection than any small talk could ever achieve. A guy I know once asked this on a casual coffee date, and it led to the woman sharing her love for gardening. She talked about how it helped her disconnect from stress and feel grounded, that one conversation became the foundation of a bond built on understanding and shared values. Remember to be interested when you ask this question. Don't just nod, ask follow-up questions. 3 things that will make you stand out. Show her that you care about the things that matter to her. Most people never do this. It might seem like a silly question to ask, "What's one thing on your bucket list?" But the answer can tell you a lot about her dreams, values, and desire to try new things. When someone talks about what they want to do or see before they die, you can get a sense of what really drives them, what excites them, and what kind of life they want to live. For example, if she says she's always wanted to see the northern lights, you now know she loves travel and nature, and you also have a chance to talk about your own travel dreams or experiences. It's a great way to meet people who share your love of adventure. Someone I heard asked this question on a first date, and the woman replied that she'd always wanted to learn how to surf. He joked that he'd take her to the beach next summer, and that playful moment stuck with her. It wasn't about the promise, it was about how they connected on a dream. Asking this question will add excitement to your conversation. You won't just be talking about the present, you'll be exploring possibilities. And trust me, she'll leave that conversation feeling inspired and more connected to you. Thank you so much for your support. It helps us grow and makes you an important part of our journey. I'm ready to connect deeper. We'd love to hear from you and see how these questions work for you. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe for more real, relatable advice on love and relationships. Also, if you know someone who could benefit from this, please share the video with them. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again in the next movie.